Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Thunder 2003. And in this episode of our season, as Bobby Labonte in his number 18 Interstate Batteries Pontiac Grand Prix, we're going to be completing race 17 of 36, which is the Pepsi 400 at Daytona International Speedway. I usually get us a Pepsi to drink while I record a race like this, but I'm driving the Coca-Cola Polar Bear car because he don't have a Pepsi car, of course not. We gotta pull out the capitalism card because we ain't got Pepsi, so we'll just go with the opposite sponsor. Last episode, we raced at Sonoma, right? Or Infineon Raceway as it's known. Tony Stewart finally got his first win of the season, although it should have happened like way back at Charlotte or something, Dover, one of those races. And I think I had the speed to win at Infineon, but there were just so many cautions going on. We had Bug-Eye Dummy Biffle blowing up, and then he crashed into Sterling Marlin, which was so fucking ironic that it was hilarious. You have to go back and see that. If you didn't see it and you're watching this one because you love Daytona and their pack racing nonsense, you go back and see that. That was so fucking stupid. It was funny because that actually happened at Watkins Glen in reality, like the next year or whatever. So we're second to Mark Martin right now by 16 points. Sterling Marlin was actually leading the championship whenever that happened, and now he's fifth, right? Yeah, fifth. 137 back. He lost 139 points out of that in net, I guess. And there's Dale Jarrett right here, Jeff Gordon. I think Ricky Rudd is sixth. Let's get to qualifying at Daytona and see how that turns out.
Time in this lap. Push it, buddy.
Tonight, it's super speedway action under the lights. MRN is live at the Daytona International Speedway this evening with flag-to-flag coverage of the Pepsi 400. This track is known by everyone, race fan or not. But for these race teams, it's a glory all its own when you can get a win here.
Well, you're right. To have your name mentioned as a former winner here at Daytona puts you on a list with some drivers that these guys have admired since they were kids.
Kevin Harvick has got to be happy about qualifying so well this week.
I could tell by the look on his face this morning how happy he was. I didn't even have to ask. Great to see him starting up front for a change.
Ricky Rudd is clinging to a top 10 points position coming into this race.
You know, all these guys are very happy with their top 10 season so far. Hopefully they can mount a charge that will pick them up some more points on the leaders.
Bobby Labonte has put together a great season so far.
Gaining on the leader is tough when you are in the top 5 in points. It takes you having a good race and the leader having a bad one in order to gain anything substantial.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
racetrack looks absolutely beautiful at night in this game. And I'm used to it being 12 laps in these EA Sports NASCAR games because they reduce it down to 8% as like the brief race length, but not too short. And it was 10% with Thunder 2002, 3, and 4. So 16 laps, but I think it should still be basically, you know, like just a regular 4-tire pit stop race, unlike the Daytona 500, which I could have won and all that stuff, but I went ahead and just took 4 tires, assuming that that's what they would do, and a bunch of them jumped me on pit road, wound up getting like 10th or whatever. Just still a top 10, yeah. I could have won that race. I also had the chance to maybe still win it by, you know, working with other drivers. Oh, they're checking up and blocking me, changing lanes and shit. And I was trying to see like where Mark Martin's starting in this race. I think I see him up there, one of those cars, like maybe outside the top 10 a little bit or whatever. I don't know where Dale Earnhardt Jr. is. I mean, he's up front sometimes and he's in the middle. Is he good? Bad? Okay in this game? Is he lukewarm? Nah, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is not lukewarm. He's hot. He's one hot guy. I would do that guy. I mean, if my girlfriend's okay with it. Maybe we can do it together. Who fucking knows? But we're 23rd, sorry, 27th. Oh my gosh, traffic jam right here. There's Sterling Marlin, not the best of starts. There's Jeff Gordon, not the best of starts. And yeah, that's Mark Martin. It's got to be up in front of us. So all the guys that I need to get finishes around are all right around my area, except for, of course, Dale Jarrett. He started on pole next to Ken Schrader. I mean, anything goes at a super speedway whenever it comes to qualifying and the race results, especially these days because it's just so random and it's like a freaking eliminator. But like, the drivers were way better at super speedway racing back in the early 2000s. What went wrong? I'm sure the cars are designed different, they got different kinds of horsepower, and they handle differently, but still, it's like, they get to practice, and then they get the hang of it, and at what point do we decide, or what point do they figure that they're actually good enough to drive the cars and not wreck all the time, and then have only 10 cars finish the race? Didn't we only have, like, 8 cars finish in the Gatorade Duel, whatever it was, the Clash, I guess that's what it was, the Clash. I might be wrong. Shootout. Not the Shootout. Because there's a Clash, the Shootout, and then there's the Duel. It was just one of the duel races, I think it was the Clash. Only like 8 cars finished it. And then there was that Talladega race like 4 years ago in the playoffs, where Dale Earnhardt Jr. was basically being gift wrapped his final win of his career, and he couldn't get it at his best track. It's like there was only one car, I swear, 1 or 2 cars that finished that race without damage. In a full 40-car field. But we're 18th right now, and the field's breaking apart like crazy. It's kind of annoying. I think, did we pass Mark Martin already? I don't think we passed Mark Martin. I should know, but I'm just kind of driving around, to be honest. No, he's still in front of us. Okay, never mind. I don't see him anymore, so did I pass him? No, I didn't. I thought I did. I didn't want to say something to be wrong, because that's way more embarrassing than thinking something, but not being sure. God, this 27 car, this car is wiggle wobbling. I was saying, this track is beautiful at night. You got the sunset with the sun glaring in your eyes, and honestly, the sun glares better in your eyes in this game than it does in Thunder 2004. It's actually directly in your eyes in that game. Here it's kind of off to the side, and it's all right. You know, you can handle it. You can still see the entry to turn 1. That's all good. I mean, we pass all these guys in front of us, and they get into the top 10, but then there's just the massive gap between me and the guys up front. Mark Martin is just filing his way through these guys. And there's Greg Biffle. I need to choose someone to work with aside from Mark Martin so I can get this points lead. Because if I work with him, although he's fast, of course he is, he's Mark Martin. It's just, well, he's going down pit road, so right now that idea is completely compromised. But I was thinking, like, someone else other than him, although he'd be the fastest because he's, you know, the points leader and stuff, just so I can pull away from him, pass him, get rid of him, and just work with someone else that doesn't really even matter. Listen to the points battle up front. How does Matt Kenseth do this game? Is he in the top 10 and stuff? I mean, I know this was only like his 3rd or his 4th year in the Cup Series, but the very next season he went on to win the championship, so he should be pretty good in this game, right? I haven't been paying any attention to him. I love that paint job, though. I gotta love the new wall paint jobs. I think his first one I didn't like too much. You know, the 2001 and 2000, I didn't really like those. They went down pit road at the end of lap 5. And yeah, we're halfway on field, so yeah, it's just a one pit stop race. I don't know why they pit as early as lap 5. Because then you got to go 11 more laps. 11 more laps. I mean, it's a super speedway, and you got to rear the tires too much, but still, wear them out, lose more speed in the long run. Okay, so I'm 8th, and I'm not pitting for a while, so I wish Kenseth would pass me so I could bump draft with him or something. I went passing cars and forgetting that I need to work my way towards that pack up front. I want to try to see what I can do in this race with a 4-tire stop. Because I'm not expecting to do that same shit again that they did in the Daytona 500. This is a shorter race and stuff, right? I could be wrong, and then it'll be really embarrassing. But then the game will ask me for more adversity. I'm just trying to play fair, and if they decide, you know, okay, we're always get 4 tires super speedways, always 4 tires every track, but then, like, I don't know, because the 500, they didn't do that. I went to Talladega, and I took 2 tires because they did a Daytona, but then they got 4 tires there, obviously. Okay, come on, Casey Mears driver person. No, not that one. Jimmy Spencer. Wow, I went through, like, an epiphany to figure that one out. That was a brain spasm. Why are you running up there? That makes us slower. Now Kenseth is passing us. You're dumb. We already knew that, but you don't have to show it. This car won't stop steering stupid. I can't handle it up here. The car on my inside. The car has a tendency to veer to the wall in this game. I'm trying, but his line sucks. So I basically can't close this gap with this fucker. You're a real piece of work, game. You are. You give me no options. They don't have the ambition to win a race at Daytona. I don't get it. Okay, it's not NASCAR evolution. You don't need to be saying you're still there nonsense. We're coming to the end of lap 9, which is past the halfway point, so we're going to take it out pit road. And we're just going to see how this race plays out. Hopefully not bad. Okay, it's 70 miles an hour. Slow it down. They're going to try to run me over. Oh, Lord. We're getting it. We got it. Oh, my God. I almost died. I was trying to enter the pit road as fast as they do, which is basically speeding in. But they don't get penalized. Only I do. We slid it sideways. Almost lost it. Almost went way into the grass and missed it, which would have been so damn bad. Well, we did it. And there is Ward Burton, your 2002 Daytona 500 winner. Except not in this universe. I don't even remember who won it in this Let's Play. Was it Rusty Wallace? Dale Jarrett? I think it was one of those. Okay, so just a few of these guys beat us off. I mean, a few guys did come in with us. We're just going to go. We're going to try to, I don't know, get a top 10 finish in this race or something, because the field broke apart so damn badly that hardly anything's possible. And then also impossible to even work with somebody. Stay on the apron, out of their way. And we'll get in the draft with someone that I am near speed with. We're going to be on the bottom going into turn 3. So we're just going to pluck one off and go. Tony! Teammate Tony. Okay. Get with him, and then we'll go. There are quite a few cars in front of us, but people still haven't hit yet. We got some still just coming off right now. I don't understand this game. Bunch of people coming off pit road. This car is really lacking in speed. I don't know what the problem is, but it really is. We got fresh tires. The car is practically in perfect condition, but they're all stacking up behind me. And I can't close this gap from their aero push behind me to get up to those guys and move forward. I can't do it. I don't have it. Got some guys coming off pit road, so that should make it easier. Maybe. I'm trying to do something in this race. Okay, that really did it. All got in there and jumbled things together. So let's pass all these guys in front of us in the next 4 laps we got in this race. Oh my God, this car is slow and sucks now. Look at all these guys that keep on getting runs in me. Shit. Like, I got cars for me that I can draft off of, and they usually make the player superior in some stupid way. But I get the feeling the car is not set up right whenever I can't pull it off. Or maybe I'm just hallucinating. Hey, Bobby Hamilton is in the awesome car, not the ugly black and green one that nobody wants to see. Okay, let's move forward. I can't get a run. The game keeps making me check up, and I can't put my car anywhere. You get to 2 lanes, and then you get close to someone's back bumper, they check you up automatically, and you don't get anywhere. It takes forever to get through a pack of cars. Way better off just one-on-one, which is actually a lot like NASCAR Thunder 2002. This game is kind of a mixture of Thunder 2002 and 2004. It's the work in progress, the in-between. But in NASCAR Thunder 2004, I mean, you could just keep a run going on and on, but it still does that check up with me. It's just the run doesn't die off so damn easily. Whatever. Okay, we're getting there. We ain't gonna finish 27th where we started, but we're gonna lose a bunch of points again because I have a brain, I have emotions, and fucking hate my life. I said we're gonna win Daytona next time. Whenever we did the Daytona 500, because we're gonna take right side tires or whatever. Then we went to Talladega, and that just messed with my entire perception of how this game works. I thought otherwise, but nope. It's a shorter race, and we're still taking because it's a shorter race. We should be like no tires or right side tires, especially because we got less to worry about. Less laps to run on. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. Oh my God, I'm so dumb. At least Sterling Marlin ain't really having it either. Oh, it bugs me that these guys are running like this back here, and it's taking me forever to move forward because I want to get the best that I possibly can out of this race, and I always want to get the best out of it. I just want to play unfair, but I don't know what fair and unfair is with these dumb games and their horrible AI programming. That doesn't make sense to me. Ugh. Okay, up to 21st. And we'll get 19th at best. I can try working with Mayfield for a lap, but I don't think we're going to close that gap at all. I really doubt that. I'm trying to fit my way in there. Stupid Kyle Petty. Not letting me work with Jeremy Mayfield. Not letting me follow my hopes and dreams. I'm doing it. Go down. That's right. How come stupid damn driver with name I can't remember, Jimmy Spencer, he didn't want to let me run the bottom of the corners. He wanted to run the top of the track. I tried working with him, and I'm not coming up off the bottom at the same time he is. So we weren't going to get him. I don't know why I thought we could. This has been another episode of me coming up with bright ideas like Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. Nah. Go away. I block. I pull up in front of you. I do things. Okay, so who won this race? Dale Jarrett? Dale Jarrett, new points leader? Mark Martin gained points on this. But I don't know if Dale Jarrett gained enough points on him to get to him. Oh, Ricky Rudd finally wins. I was expecting that to happen eventually. It could be worse. It's been worse. We've been much further back from the lead than 34 points. And Mark Martin keeps it hanging. Jeff Gordon is 10 points behind us. I know Dale Jarrett closing in quite a good bit, 4th, 70 back. So, yeah, we've got almost 5 drivers within 100 points of the lead. Man, Ricky Rudd is getting in the game. He was 6th behind Sterling Marlin, so I guess that means, Sterling Marlin is 6th now, 167 back. He just lost like another 30 points. Poor guy was winning the championship, and then Greg Biffle happened. I mean, he would have lost 30 points and then like 30 points from the lead or something like that if Greg Biffle hadn't come along and fucked everything up. Oh my goodness. The angry eyes he's hiding behind those sunglasses. But man, I mean, we got like 5 drivers under a blanket for the championship still right now, halfway into the season, and we got one race and we'll actually be halfway. It's almost as if you don't need playoffs for things to be interesting. I mean, sure, it's a video game, but still, shit like this was always happening before they brought in the chase and the playoffs. I wish NASCAR would apply their 100% rule that they're trying to disqualify Denny Hamlin and Eric Jones with right now in reality. They would apply that to their car design and their championship design so that they're expected to always go 100%, and 100% everything matters, not some B- season that Matt Crafton got. Or the car design where you can be faster than the leader, then you get to them, and then the car literally cannot pass them. Just dirty air. Their 100% rule does not apply to the actual racing. Just the drivers and the effort that doesn't really matter in the end. Oh my God. We're going to be using a car with orange in it in the next episode. See the orange? Small Soldiers. Explosive orange. I love this car. It's fucking fucktastic. But yeah, Chicagoland Speedway, a track that I love racing at in all these NASCAR games, and it is so sad that it is not in the Cup Series. It's nowhere anymore. They just dished it out. It was one of the tracks I always loved, and I don't even know why. It's my favorite 1.5 mile track, my favorite intermediate track. The Tropicana 400. Tropicana, orange juice and stuff. Orange. So that's how we got here. And plus I love this track and love this car. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.